Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
After 10,000 years, I am free! Ada, I am finally free from my holding cell. At last, we can continue Frankenstein Control after having to cancel the last few episodes due to horrible disasters. And a lost episode that you'll never hear.
No, I put that one up.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just cut around.
Oh.
Certain events.
Yeah.
Well, that makes us less super villainous.
Uh-huh.
Rita Repulsa, why are
We
you...
can just be evil for like no reason.
I mean, that's true. There literally was a character in He-Man named Evil Lynn.
Yeah, she was great.
Evil Lynn!
She probably had the same voice archetype as Rita Repulsa.
Yeah. She's like,
Yeah. She had like a hissing voice or something. Oh, I'm Evil Lynn.
I'm Evil Lynn! Well, something like Starscream.
I loved...
Yeah, like a femme Starscream.
Lord Megatron! What is it, Starscream? Those two sounded really funny. They must have had really sore throats at the end.
Yeah, they really did. They did a lot of shrieking. And
They did.
Starscream really screamed. You know, he lived up to his name.
He was a star screamer
It
for
should have
sure.
been Star Shriek.
Well, welcome back to our villatudinous episode of Frankenstein Control. We're back yet again.
We
had a couple of setbacks. All of my appliances decided to explode.
Oh yeah,
at
your
once in
entire
my
house blew up.
Pretty much.
You moved into that place, and then all the like gorilla hair that you shed got stuck up in like the vents.
Yeah,
of
it
everything.
is very
Clogged
thick.
the air filter.
It's
It started
thicker
on
than
fire.
normal human hair.
Yeah,
so
your
it's-
HVAC system is now solid.
They had to get the cleaning crew that works at the zoo to come and take a day off and scrub your vents down in your air filter. You know, get you a giraffe grade air filter in there.
giraffe grade.
Yeah, normally you have to change your household air filter like every 3 to 2 months. Apparently, Kelsey has to do it every 2 days.
Every 2
Yeah,
days.
she was complaining about it to me.
And the dander.
Behind your back.
Oh, the dander. They got my dandruff looks like frosted flakes on the ground.
Oh, oh God!
Just the size of an entire...
Just a big old flake.
It is enlarged to show texture.
My dandruff occurs in only one size, and it's just one big Pringle that falls off my head every year.
Could you imagine if like all the skin on your scalp came off in like one big piece, and you had to like pull it off and like thread all of your hair through it?
Oh,
That sounds like a
that would-
Junji Ito
I was just
thing.
about
Yeah.
to say that. That sounds like a Junji Ito
And it's
thing.
like horrifying as I'm picturing it in my head. I feel like it'd feel really good.
Oh, yeah, it would.
That's what Junji
It's
Ito
like
said.
it would be the most fine comb because it's literally
Yeah.
like encapsulating and covering every single hair on your head.
Like a troll doll.
This is taking a very
A
strange...
wishing troll, not an Andrew Hussey. Don't make that face at me.
You-
No, that wasn't the part I was disturbed by. We've just gone down this weird body horror tangent. And like a minute ago, we were talking about cartoon supervillains. I was thinking about how much I liked the Rogues Gallery on He-Man and all of...
Well, that was
mean,
one
have
of the
you ever
char-
seen
How do you think Skeletor got the way he was?
Yeah.
He took off all of his scalp in one clean...
Oh,
All the fuckers in that show are body horror.
yeah, that's true.
You ever see like the musculature on He-Man is a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Tagoro.
It's like Frank Frazetta's weird dreams just got turned into...
Frank
Yeah.
Frazetta.
And there's like the bad guy with a weird jaw.
Oh, yeah,
And, like,
Trapjaw. I love him.
There's a guy named Fisto.
There was a guy named Stinkor, and he was a fucking
Was?
skunk. Yes,
Was he named?
His name was Stinkor, and he was a
lying.
fucking
Yeah,
skunk.
no, he was.
That's
he was
a fib. You're
he
making
was
it
like
up.
a weird skunk alien. Like if he crossed
He's a skunk ape?
He is.
From what I remember, he looks like if he crossed a gray with a skunk.
Was
Yeah.
it called Stankor, did you say?
Stinkor.
Oh, Stinkor.
Stink whore.
Stinkor.
Stank whore?
Stinkor.
The Phantom of Crank
He-Man.
whore?
Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, he's horrible. He never made it onto the... I don't think he made an appearance on like the reboot, the circa 2004 reboot that came out. What do you...
And the toys that came out really stunk. Like they
Oh, no!
oh god, what am I gonna see? Oh,
It's Dark He-Man.
You mean there's a black He-Man?
Anti-Eternia He-Man.
Oh, no.
He's the Antifa He-Man.
It's not good. Oh, he's a drow.
And he's got an iron cross on his chest.
He's a drow.
Oh, that's true. He-Man in general just has a goofy iron cross on his chest, I thought. Whoa, look at him. This looks like a screenshot from SWAT Cats.
That absolutely looks like a screenshot from SWAT
I'm going to have to
Cats.
send you this.
That's
Yeah,
literally.
you gotta
So
send
I
me a
guess
whole
he
bunch of
did.
shit.
I guess he did show up
It
on
looks
the
like a
new
screenshot
series.
from SWAT Cats.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. He is a lot more cat-like in this whatever reboot it is.
That was like one of my favorite fucking shows when I was a little bitty baby.
Oh, it was a great show.
Like whenever that shit came on, I was glued. I was like, yo, it's fucking SWAT Cats on me back. I was so fucking excited whenever SWAT Cats showed up. I didn't even own a cat. I just thought the show was cool. They flew a plane around and there was robots.
It was the precursor to you and everyone else's Garfield phase.
You got allergies watching SWAT Cats.
I watched too much SWAT Cat and I became allergic. Here, I'm going to send this picture to you, Ada. And there's just a picture of a penis. It's not even a picture of Stinkor.
It's Stinkor's penis.
It's Stinkor's
It's
penis.
Stinkor's stinky penis with the green cloud.
Oh, his penis has the same like weird apparatus that he's wearing.
Well, speaking of like real life supervillains, I saw that like the investigation, the various investigations into old Donald Trump there. Now,
Man, I haven't been keeping up with any of that.
me neither, really, just because it's like so much so fast that it's just like, what? Jesus Christ!
I was only ever keeping up with it kind of tangentially because
Yeah.
Jen was watching the Colbert Show, but they're on the writer's strike right now, so that's not happening.
Now nobody knows nothing no more.
Yeah.
Now Nauticoon has been dragged into it.
Now it's a cool.
What?
What are you talking about?
Fucking Donald Trump has like a butler or something. It's like his personal like servant who is like
He's a manservant?
He is a manservant, and his name was Walt Nauta. And every time the news is like, Nauta has been charged with, I'm like, fucking Nauta? Like, from FLCL? Like, fucking, is Ivanka's family poor, would you say?
Tacoon's been hiding classified documents in his bathroom.
Classified documents? What do you mean?
I missed that show.
I
I
love
like
that
watching it
show.
every now and again. It's a good watch. It's 6 episodes. It's fun. It's got good animation.
Yeah.
Subject matter's a little fucked up now when you watch it when you're an adult instead of a middle schooler.
But like, I feel like it at least recognizes a little bit that it's fucked up.
It does.
It's not like, haha, it's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely using it like as a plot point.
Yeah.
Like,
Like with Regan? No, the fucking those eyebrows. That guy.
That guy.
Amuro.
Amuro. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, how he's like he's right. Mm-hmm. He's like not really an antagonist, but he's mostly ignored by the main character. But like he's right
On every count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally lays it out plain and simple. She's going to use you.
Yeah.
And she does.
You're being groomed, kid.
And he's like, where are these funny eyebrows? They're made of...
They'll protect you from Colleen Ballinger, I guess.
Colleen, is that her voice actor?
No, that's something else. That's somebody now who's in trouble for grooming. A lady now who's in trouble for grooming.
I was going to name drop that weirdo.
Miranda sings.
Yeah,
That's her.
Oh, that is her?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Her name's Colleen Clinkenbeard?
Yes. No! Colleen, the Clinkenbeards are long-standing voice actors, respected in the community.
Wait a minute, hold on. Is she respected, though? If she's the voice of Luffy, she's not.
I don't know. I don't know. I just
Not
know
for
that
that role.
that's
but,
just
I
a
mean,
name I
others.
see in anime credits a lot, and there's, I think, because the voice acting biz is like a family thing, and like a lot of times you'll see the same last name, like a whole bunch of them, and there's a whole bunch of Clinkenbeards in the anime scene now.
Did they come from a family where everybody's facial hair is made of glass? And they be Clinkenbeards?
Did they all have distinctive laughs?
That's more of a One Piece thing.
Yeah, that's the joke, because you got white beard and black beard.
Oh, and
They're
Clinkenbeard.
like, "Zah," and and the Clinkenbeards are like, ding, ding. Because I'm just imagining like a
Like a wind chime or
like
something?
the crystal glasses that you like
Oh.
on, but it's like that kind of formation, but on a beard. or something.
Jesus.
So you can they can play their beards
That's a devil fruit
with their
right
wet
there.
fingers. Yeah.
That's how you. That's a new devil fruit.
Oda, you gotta listen to us.
Get on it, Oda. Come on, man. Get on our show.
You fly to America.
Yeah.
I think did the Cowboy, not that I was like gonna watch it, but like did the Cowboy Bebop live action thing happen and like come and go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
It was not renewed for a second season.
Wow.
Thank God.
Yeah, it was met with horrific
Wow.
fan backlash. It was funny too because a popular sort of opinion was that the show was only good when it wasn't trying to be Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
And when it was trying to be its own thing, that's when it was good. And people were like, okay, I kind of like the chemistry between these like alternate universe versions of these characters. But then every time Vicious showed up, it was a horrible shit show because his actor was bad. And it's just like, ugh. It's not like, ugh.
That's sort of the response most of the Wheel of Time people had to that show. As I
Wheel of
understand.
Time. Oh my goodness. They made a show about that?
They did.
And I guess it died.
It's all right. I don't know if there's a second season coming or not. I enjoyed it just because I like fantasy, and I have not read those books. I've had them lengthily explained to me by FBM, but I have not read any of them, despite that being the...
Wait, that was the one with the big giant Oprah. And all the kids were like hugging on her face, and it was really fucking weird.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, wait, that was A Wrinkle of Time. Sorry.
I think I had a
Giant
stroke.
Oprah.
What?
There was a giant Oprah in The Wrinkle of Time. Wrinkle in Time. There was. I swear. It's real.
I will take your word for it.
I think you've been huffing the color purple. Is what
Nah, man, I've been huffing too much of the tears. Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think about that 8-point segue, baby?
that was a good one.
We're finally talking about a game that came out 2 months ago.
Oh my God, was it really 2 months?
Wait, was it June? No, it was May. It was May 15th.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. May just didn't happen to me.
It just kind of...
They kind of forgot it was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't pick up Tears of the Kingdom until June.
I didn't
Yeah.
get it
Because
until this weekend.
I kept like batting away the no, mustn't buy a Switch just for one game. Ah!
Mustn't drop $400 on a single game.
It's okay. I use my reward points, so I spend a significantly less amount of money. So yay!
Yeah.
Also, I also don't have to worry about. Oh, great! I'm just buying a Switch for this fucking game. I already played Mario Odyssey. These are the only 2 games I ever wanted to play, and I played Mario Odyssey on your Switch.
Yeah.
And then like right as I bought the Switch, it's like, guess what? Super Mario RPG and Pikmin 4, and I was like, oh, okay. I now own a console that I want games for. Hooray!
Yay.
I mean, it would absolutely be worth it to me, and was, to buy a Switch just so I could play Skyrim in different rooms of my house now that I have a child.
You and your scrims.
Scromble. You're Skyrimble.
But now I can play Tears of the Kingdom when I get done with my current save file.
Very cool.
And so I'm looking forward to hearing all the fun things I should do and try.
Yeah, so my extremely detailed review of this game.
Did you beat it?
It's good.
Did you beat it?
No, I haven't beaten it.
Fake gamer girl.
Yet. Yeah. How many Korok seeds do you have? Because I have almost 500.
How many
Oh,
hearts?
that's a lot of Korok.
Yeah, I have a problem.
Oh,
And the problem is that I don't have all 900 yet.
no, Ada, please come down, help.
I still have to find 10 more wells.
She's more
There's like
gamer
30
than all of
Bubble Frog
us.
Sailors. There's like 30 of them, and I
mean-
don't know where they are.
She really is a completionist. Like, we've known that for years.
That's
Yes.
true.
It's
She's
like
the one who caught
anytime-
all 500 million Pokemon.
Yeah,
And every you national dexed every game, right?
yeah. Well, not. Oh, over like my life, yes. Recently, I did that with the first 3. But I did that with 4 when I was like in high school, and then 5 when I was.
I mean, it doesn't matter when.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I done that.
I ain't
I
national
have
dex,
caught
not a
them
single
all.
Pokemon. I'm the fake gamer girl, if anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I've 100%ed was Kingdom Hearts.
Well.
It's me. I am that.
I think I 100%.
No, wait, that's wrong. I
one of
100%ed Ocarina of Time. Twice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I 100%ed one of the Spyro games. I feel like it was Spyro 3 and Spyro 1 too, I think.
Spyro 1,
Back in the
2,
day.
3.
Not 2, just 1 and 3.
Is Spyro 3 the one with that fucking jack-off cheetah?
He shows up in 2.
He's in 2, and he's a bigger part in 3.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hate Hunter, the racist
Hunter the cheetah.
cheetah.
Is his last name S. Thompson?
No, because that would be cool.
Is his last name Biden?
His last name is...
No, but he does have a laptop of...
his last name is Epstein.
No! Hunter Epstein. We're talking about Spyro. We should be talking about Breath of the Kingdom.
See, that's the Hunter Biden that all the people are upset about.
Oh, they got him mixed up.
Yeah, they got him mixed
So
up.
it's actually
Everybody's-
Hunter the cheetah.
Everybody hates Hunter the Cheetah. Hunter Biden doesn't even have a laptop. He's a Mac guy. He uses a tablet, and he goes, I want to watch Elsa and Spider-Man.
Was that really offensive? I don't know who.
I was imitating a small child, but I could see how that could be registered as offensive.
Yeah.
Because small children, like, I've been watching...
You got to go like a higher pitch if you're doing a child.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to watch Elsa Spider-Man.
I watched this episode of Red Letter Media recently where there was this fucking kid in one of the videos they watched, and he fucking he talks like this. And he just sounds really funny. I can't say he got a big mush mouth. Can't say his words right. And like, he's fine. He's
Has
perfectly
that polluted your brain?
Yeah, it did. It polluted my brain. I
Okay.
can't get over how bad this kid talks.
Yeah.
Mock this child!
He is mocked.
Yes, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes, sorry.
It is a
Back at it.
very fun and very good game. If you played Breath of the Wild and you liked it, then you will like this game. Because
I
it's-
never played Breath of the Wild, and
Yes.
I fucking love this game.
Yes, and if you didn't play Breath of the Wild, and
Don't play it. Just play Tears of the Kingdom. It's fine.
That's literally the advice I've been given.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the advice I would give. Like, I mean, it sounded like I was joking. I mean it. Like, it's great. The game's just fucking good.
and about like
Don't make yourself wait to play it by playing Breath of the Wild. Just
Yeah.
play Tears of the Kingdom. It's great.
I would say in that Tears of the Kingdom is better than Breath of the Wild in 90% of the ways that a game can be better. I will say that.
What's the other 10%?
The other 10% are things that I personally just prefer, as well as things that I just think are outright better.
Like the girly outfit.
Yeah. Well, you give and take, because there's plenty of girly outfits in Tears of the Kingdom.
I suppose so. But
And-
none of them are as girly.
Yes, none of them are
explicitly girly.
Yeah, none of them are explicitly cross-dressing.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm looking for.
I want Link. I want my little twink. I want him dressed up all pretty just for me.
I want to make him I want to make Ron DeSantis as angry as possible with him.
Get him. I want Ron DeSantis to start suing Nintendo.
Ron DeSantis is just Ganondorf. He's just
Ron Atlantis. 'Cause he's sinking.
Okay, so the things that I'll say the things I don't like about Tears of the Kingdom
Ooh,
that
okay.
I prefer Breath of the Wild did.
Because all we're going to do is gush.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just praise.
Yeah.
Aside from this, and not even like, well, whatever. We'll get to that. So in both of the games, there are 4 fairies, and these fairies are important because they upgrade your armor. In Tears of the Kingdom, they are all very centrally located. Like they're all fairly close, like around like Hyrule Field, and there's not a strict order you have to do them in. There's one that you have to do first before you can do the other 3. So it's very possible and even like recommended really for getting that whole situation with all 4 of them started very early and like one after the other. So you can get to the point where you have all 4 fairies activated, and as long as you have the materials, which are difficult to get, granted, you can have the capability to upgrade any armor to its max level very early in the game without having to explore a whole lot. And I think it's better in Breath of the Wild because you have one that's kind of like easy to get to. It's in the first area that the game sends you to. And then the other 3 are like located really far away in like the different corners of the world. So when you find them, it's more like you're happening upon something rare, and like you're so glad you found it, and they're just spread out better. So like there's just more places. Like if you're always in the area of a fairy essentially, and it also just helps with pacing because like the areas that they're in kind of correspond to the big like
Beastie Boys.
like Divine Beast
Yeah.
storyline. So it's kind of like you do that, you get a fairy, and it's a much slower progression of power, and I think that's better. The other thing, and this is just a me thing, I like games that are like very desolate and like you're kind of alone through all of it.
Near Automata syndrome. Got it.
Yeah, and it's also why I like a lot of the earlier Pokemon games too, because you're very alone in those games as far as like NPCs and other characters.
Forever alone. Ash Ketchum ain't got no game.
He doesn't need game. He's autistic and he goes to the top of a mountain and just hangs out and trades, and that's what makes him happy, and it's good. Sorry.
Got no Riz. No Riz.
Doesn't even want it. He's asymmetrical.
Anything that keeps him out of the house so his mom can bang Professor Oak.
Don't you mean Mr. Mime?
Yeah, bang Mr. Mime. She's after that mime pussy.
Por qué no
Anyway,
los dos?
Yes. In Breath of the Wild, the mood is kind of low because it's been 100 years and there's just this huge looming threat of destruction over everybody, and everyone's a little like on edge because of that. And
Gee, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, and there's just less people around, and it's less populated, and
just like real life.
There's a Zora playing that funny feeling on a fishbone guitar.
Oh no!
I prefer that feeling. There's just a lot more people in Tears of the Kingdom, and also like the abilities you get. You essentially get 4 little guys that can hang around you and like fight with you. And I turned all of those off immediately. Like the second I got them, I'm like off.
The only one I do that to is Yunobo, because I fucking hate that fat asshole.
Yes, I also hate Yunobo.
He's a dickhead.
I've seen a lot of Yunobo hate. I don't even know who Yunobo is.
He's a fat, obnoxious dipshit, and I hate him.
He talks too much, and he's like...
He always ruins your fucking, like, trajectory whenever you ride a device. Because he hops on and he's like, shotgun! And he's the only one who does this. And he goes, hurt! And hops on the front of your, like, flying machine. But, like, at a delay. So he doesn't get on it immediately. So right as you take off and you're going in a nice trajectory, he gets on like a big fat dumb fucking, and then you go, oh, you fucking 9/11 straight into the nearest cliffside. You're like, you fucking idiot!
You
turn on the TV, they hit the Skyview Towers.
Another one's going for the Deku tree.
They fucking hit Lookout Landing.
But I like Tulin, and first of all,
Tulin's not bad.
The little companions that you do get, they like follow you for a little bit during their part of the game, and then afterwards, once you're done with that part of the game, they're like, here's a funny little ghost of me that will take my place, and you can summon and unsummon them as you want. And it's basically like having them around, but better because they don't talk.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have a problem with them talking if I liked the voice acting in this game, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But they're quiet, and I think they're pretty cool. I keep Tulin and I keep Sidon around, and I, generally speaking, I liked the vibe of like getting a posse together. Like it kind of feels like getting an RPG party together.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of like, yeah. And like there are times where I'm like, I kind of wish you guys talked. But then, I remembered how, fucking...
I can do it!
So basically
No, it's good, we're good.
What you're telling me is that they've implemented a companion system, basically.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's very rudimentary.
Yeah. But, like, it's kind of cool. I like, when I know there's a big fight going on, that's when I'll bring out Yunobo.
Yeah.
Because, like, at least that's another... Enemies will fight the ghosts, but the ghosts have infinite life. So it's kind of like Persona, where it only matters if you die.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could just get fucked up as much as they want. And it's great, because sometimes the heat's a little too... you bring a little too much heat to a certain area, and you got 2 silver moblins coming after you to go, oh no! And having...
Well, that's when you use a muddle bud.
That's when you use a
And
muddle
now
bud.
you have one to deal with.
Now you have one to deal
And a friend.
And a friend. Okay, that's good. And that gets into another point of why the game is so fun, is that there is a bazillion ways to approach any given
there's so many ways
situation.
to do everything. Like,
Yeah.
as far as combat, as far as, like, puzzles, there's always, like, the way that the game clearly wants you to do it, and then there's also the way where you can be like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to make a flying machine and just, like, fly around this and do it the way you want.
Yeah,
so,
the Goron Temple in particular is the example. This is the only temple that I didn't follow the rules in. The other ones I vaguely followed what it wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Like the cool wind temple and the cool water temple. Like both of those, we cool on that front. Goron, the fire temple sucked ass. And there was a bunch of these shitty like minecart puzzles that involved like finding like ways to make the tracks connect to each other in the correct way and go up. And I'm like, how about instead I say fuck that, and I build a goofy little hover bike and go, you've got to have power, and McFry my way around, and it's fucking way better. And
That's cool as shit.
But they think that, and you know what? Oh my god, that's what made me resent Yunobo.
Yeah.
Because you can't unsummon him in that temple, so he's always fucking up your trajectories. It's like they knew it. It's like they knew people would be like, no, fuck this, I'm gonna build a hover bike. And then they have Yunobo fuck your day up as punishment. It's like, you aren't following our puzzles!
Now our fat son will crash your thing.
And like, pretty much that's like the only things I haven't liked about this game is just like Yunobo's obnoxious dickhead, and
the voice acting.
And the voice acting is not good.
Yeah.
It's just, I'll just put it out there. It's not good.
I kind of, because I'm pretty
I heard
sure
Matt Mercer was in it.
Yeah, he's Ganondorf. I'm pretty sure that you can change your audio settings to do like the Japanese audio.
Oh, no shit.
I'm pretty sure you could do that in Breath of the Wild. I might be misremembering. But when I inevitably replay this game, like next year or something, or whenever the memories of everything have faded slightly and I'm ready to embark on the real challenge, which I'll get to later.
Oh, no.
I will probably change it to the Japanese dialogue, because
Glorious Nippon.
Then if the voice acting is bad in that, I probably just won't notice as much.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when the voice acting is bad in a foreign language unless it's particularly terrible.
Yeah. But like, not all the voices are bad. It's just like
they're not.
Yunobo's is bad.
Just Yunobo's is bad, and Tulin's is bad, and Zelda is bad, and Zelda is bad,
Zelda
and Zelda's
sucks.
really bad.
Like, I got used to it, but when the game first started,
I will admit,
Zelda's talking, I'm like,
the first time I heard Zelda talk was in like a trailer for the game, and then like later I checked it again with like watching gameplay. I'm like, should I get a Switch? I want to see how this game. And like, it was literally Zelda's voice that was the final nail in the coffin, and be like, I'll pass on this one.
yeah.
Because her voice was that bad. It doesn't look like it comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, it's not very good.
You know what it is? I know exactly what this is. This is the exact nerve that is struck with Aeris in Kingdom Hearts 2. That, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, that voice is like classic shitty video game voice. It's bad.
Yeah.
And Zelda is that way, where like it's just like, it's very obvious they're acting, and not in a fun, charming way, but just kind of like a get off the stage.
Yeah, a lot of the delivery, like even from the voices that are decent, is very like, you know how characters in anime talk?
Yeah.
And like, you can tell, like, there's a difference between like voice acting anywhere else and anime voice acting. This is very anime voice acting.
I will only okay. 2 words. Effort sounds.
Effort sounds?
Effort sounds.
Like grunts when you do stuff.
Otherwise known as anime sounds.
Yes.
Which is characters within this game, no matter who they are always going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Shit. Just like looking at things. It's like, shut up. Fucking shut up, dude. And the only time I'll ever abide that is in Kingdom Hearts, because it's stupid and funny. And in Tears of the Kingdom, it's not. The game wants to be taken seriously. I mean, Kingdom Hearts does too, but that's why we love it.
The whole thing about like changing the audio to Japanese and like experiencing the Japanese voice acting and all that stuff just put me in mind of a quick thing from the Yakuza game when you're playing as in Yakuza 0, when you're playing as Kiryu. When you're playing as either character, there will be an NPC that you meet who will introduce you to new fighting styles and teach you how to level up that whole aspect of the game. And when you're playing as Kiryu, your character that that trains you and stuff is a drunk old homeless man named Bacchus. And he's implied to be I think it's implied
a god of wine.
Well, yes, but I think it's also implied that he's Western. and possibly American. And like all the audio in the whole game is Japanese. It's like only Japanese and with subtitles. And but this guy, when he sees you, and he always pops up when like we're doing shit, so like we decline his request to train or whatever, because it's like, Bacchus, I'm trying to do some actual quest progression here. I don't have time for your thing. And when he like when you initiate dialogue with him, or when he initiates dialogue with you, it just goes, "Hey boy," and if you turn him down, he goes, "Oh boy." So I just hear a lot of that from the other room sometimes.
That's really funny.
Boy. Hey, boy! Oh, boy!
Okay, so we're running out of time.
This will be a long one for Tears of the Kingdom.
There's one thing I want to end on, and that's my true challenge with this game.
Oh God!
I did this with Breath of the Wild. I didn't actually finish it because I lost interest. I think Elden Ring came out. And I just stopped playing, but I got really close. I could have done it. It was possible, is what I'm saying.
What are you gonna do?
I played the entirety of Breath of the Wild without ever teleporting.
Oh my God!
As in, I think I was missing like 2 shrines or something, and I had like over 600 Koroks. And I had all the armor fully upgraded.
Oh my God, that's really hard.
And I never teleported.
That's just straight up masochism.
This is me, baby.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
is.
So.
You're that intense when it comes to games.
It's calming. It's fun because like when you're not like zapping around on the teleporters and everything, like you just notice everything a lot more.
I do try to focus on stopping to smell the roses in fantasy games with a lot of. I'm trying to do that even in Skyrim more
I
now.
will say this. Tears of the Kingdom really brought home for me just how important a well-designed world filled with things is. Because like before this, I was trying to fill this gap in my soul with like Fallout and with Skyrim,
other adventure games, open world,
and like Tears of the Kingdom just blows those games completely out of the water in terms of having a world that has a piece of candy, a piece of candy, a piece of candy, and like there's always something in sight that makes you go, now what the fuck is that over there?
Yeah.
And you always want, it's the most ADD fucking game, and it's great.
Yeah.
Like there's always something that's cool, and like sometimes it's a longer walk to that cool thing than other things, but
I like that.
There is always that thing that makes you go, woo!
I love that
and
sort
Skyrim,
of thing. I've been missing that for years.
In Fallout 4, they did it a bit better in my opinion in terms of like they have more tall weird things in Fallout 4 that you can go, now what the fuck is that over there? And you want to go investigate. In Skyrim, it's just kind of like, look, a big brown mountain.
Yep.
And you look over there and go, oh, it's a white mountain.
Yep.
And then you look behind you and it's like, oh, look, it's a stream next to a mountain.
Yep.
And it's like, cool, man. And then every so often you'll see a fort and you go, oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Go over, and then you get there and it's locked.
Yep.
Because it's part of some fucking quest or something.
Yep.
You're like, oh, cool, real
Yep.
neat. And that is my other complaint about Breath of the Kingdom, Tears of the Wild, is that I had one of the highest highs and then the lowest lows within the span of like a minute. And here's how it happened. This minute occurred when I reached the apex of something I did. So I'm just exploring the world, doing my thing, being a fuck. And I look up in the sky and I said, there's that big tornado up there. And so I go in the cold land and I ate a bunch of spicy peppers, shit my drawers, and I started making my way up. I found a way to like, okay, I'm going to build this wacky device that's going to carry me all the way up this rocket-propelled hot air balloon. And I go up there, and it's a huge struggle, but I fucking do it. And I get up to this point where like, I'm really fucking high up, and like, but I'm like, wait a minute. There's a bunch of boats flying around the tornado. What the fuck? There's a bunch of flying boats. And so, like, I find a way to get up there. I find out the boats all have, like, these crazy little springs that launch you into the air higher and higher, and it basically becomes a jump from each boat to the next.
That's insane
and the
cool.
music is,
It's
like,
really
swelling, and it's like... and it's like, whoa, fuck! And you finally get to the top. You're trapped in the fucking storm amidst all these flying boats. You don't know what the fuck's going on, but like you keep going higher and higher, and finally you jump on that last boat and you crest out of the fucking clouds, and the whole world, it's just sun and no weather, no wind, no nothing. You're like for a second, and then you look down inside the tornado. You could see inside it now, and inside is a giant flying ship the size of a small city, and you're like, oh, and I'm like, this is the fucking coolest game I've ever played in my life. Ah! And then I touch down in there. I'm like, whoa, it's the Wind Temple. This place is the Wind Temple. What? And then I'm like, cool. I guess I should do stuff here. And I go to the thing that's like very clearly this starts the temple button, and I press it and it goes, eh. Oh. And I'm like, oh.
I gotta come back.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I can warp back. The button is tied to making a warp point.
Yeah.
You need to bring your dumb little companion with you and do story stuff to make the warp point happen. And that was the absolute lowest point I've ever had in the game.
That's so disappointing.
And like this was early though. Clearly I didn't put the game down.
I wouldn't either. The exploration is like something that can make me feel that again. Is worth it to me. Like even if I got to come back, you know, just feeling it at all has been missing for years. So.
The Tears of the Kingdom do that, especially because like I just said, the funny thing is I took a completely indirect path to get to where I needed to go. When you do the stuff with Tulin and do the story stuff, it kind of leads you, like pushes you in the right direction to go to a certain way to actually the game's intended path to get you to the flying boats and the tornado. But I figured it out on my own.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm a strong, independent twink who don't need no bird.
You always have been that way because you found in Death Stranding, you found them weird flying jellyfish that fight you in the corner of the map, and I never made it to them.
When I see something interesting, I go for it, and I don't stop until I am proven to not go any further. Mm-hmm. And I'm a boundary breaker. I like that kind of stuff. I love that lost feeling of like, I'm not supposed to be here. And Tears of the Kingdom's just full of that. It's just full of like,
I can't wait.
I wonder if they expected me to be here kind of feeling. You feel it's awesome. And also the game encourages you to cheat, which I think, you know, like it's designed with cheaters in mind and encouraged openly.
I love that.
Go ahead. Skip this thing. You can do it. But can you figure out how?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do, you feel like you have the biggest brain in the universe, even though chances are the people who designed the thing you just circumvented knew full well that was a way to get around it.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's all about finding that reward center of your brain and making it go.
Like the puzzle where what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to glue these two balls together and then roll them down this edge where it'll hit a target and activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's it's a ramp that's sloped on both sides, so the ball will roll one way or the other. Yeah. Oh, if you glue the two together, they'll slide on the edge, and you know.
Jen said, "Nah, fuck that," and fused the ball to a weapon and then just threw the weapon at it, and that worked.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
It's that nope feeling is such a good feeling, and that's why I hate Yunobo.
Yes. So we will leave you tonight, tomorrow, this morning. Time isn't real.
Yeah, time's not real.
On that one crucial message that I want you all to take to heart. It's fuck Yunobo.
Fuck Yunobo.
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.